Action.
Cowes. Town in the Medina district of the Isle of Wight on the River Medina estuary. Population 17,200. Notable yachting centre. Home of the Royal Yacht.
Cowes. Twinned with Deauville, France. Deauville, France, is situated in the northern region and famous for its cheese and wines. It's also the birthplace of the mace, which was used during the Civil War to help defeat the Hordes. Deauville, famous, as I said, for its wines, can be found on the map at reference point 44D37D 47AB. Now, Deauville, little known anywhere outside of France, can also be found in the Guinness World Book of Records for such things as the world's longest sandwich and the world's biggest rat. Fellows Road. This is Fellows Road in Cowes. This simple road brings in hundreds of thousands of visitors every year. Every year people walk down the street. Why? For one very good reason. Well, actually there are many very good reasons, but one very good reason in particular is that this is the road where, in 1874, Stravinsky came here to write his famous 17th opera. Not a big deal, you might think, but that 17th opera went on to be the #1 selling album ever in the whole world. That's a pretty big feat. Also, this is the road where, in 1794, Oliver Cromwell was caught and killed for the second time. This car here, for instance, very interesting car. This car's been here since 1947. It does actually look like a car, but it's actually just a natural land formation. This has actually been brought out of the ground and formed by a process of rocks. Now then, another interesting thing about this road is that... I just walked under a ladder. That's a pretty bad one. I think we just cut it there. Alexandra Road. This is also a very famous road in Cowes. Not for the obvious reasons, like it's named after somebody like famous called Alexandra and all that, but because of this stuff down here. That's right. This road's annual stonefall is 4 times more than anywhere else in the country. Just along this one road, stone falls thicker and faster than anywhere else. Especially this time of year as well. We should really be looking out up there for anywhere.
My picture!
Oh man, this is really going pear-shaped. Just cut it, just cut it.
Big High Productions, Life in Cowes, take one.
I don't care. I'll double it, I'll double it. This is Cowes, and this is a fountain in Cowes. This fountain was erected in 1374 by a bunch of pygmies who come over from Amsterdam. These were erected to emit small homing devices which people used to eat. They used to go away and they could find their way back to Cowes. This one here brings out live prawns. Now then, while we're in Cowes, we're going to be talking to Mr. Simon. No, he's gone. I'll tell you what, let's talk to him instead. Hi, so what's your name? Jesus, did you see that? That bird shit right down his throat!
Cowes is famous for many different things. Here are a few of them. The Royal Yacht Squadron. This is Kendall's Fine Art Gallery. This is Cowes Railway Station. This is what a railway station should really be like. This is East Cowes, also known as Scumsville or Narnia. Over here is Cowes. We are here, but you're not. You're watching television.
Ah.
Ribena.
Deck of cards.
Wizard.
Pen.
So, sir, you live in Cowes, do you?
I'm not a sir.
Oh, sorry, I didn't sleep very well last night. So, what sort of things do you get up to in Cowes?
Just generally hang out, go to the pub, things
Yeah,
like that.
yeah, excellent. And what's the water like around here? Queen's Road. You may wonder why it's called Queen's Road. Well, there's a very good reason for that. This is where queens come when they stop ruling the country. Down there we've got Queen, Mary, Queen of Scots down there. That's where her head lives. Over the road, her body lives over the road. Obviously they haven't said much to each other since the actual decapitation. You know, they're a bit off of each other. Just past that, there's Queen Victoria. And there's, oh, excuse me, do you know anything about cows?
Cows?
Yeah.
Big, eat grass, live on in the fields, they start at their heads, end with their tails,
Right, yeah.
and make big brown things.
I have with me now Duncan Wednesday. So, Duncan, what sort of things do you get up to in and around cows?
Well, I'm still at school.
You're still at school? You look about 25.
Well, I don't do very well. I mean, I keep going in for my exams, and yeah, I've just done my mocks again, and they're looking really bad. So they just keep holding me back. Yeah, it gets me down a bit sometimes.
Oh, well, what about your family? Do you get any help from your family at all?
Yeah, well, yeah, they've all been very supportive and everything, but well, lately there was my dad. Well, he had an accident, a tragic accident with some seaweed, and he's left us. And my
What, he's gone away, or
he's dead.
Oh, right.
And Mum's she's trying to hold us together, but
Yeah.
she can't. There's like 6 of us, and the youngest one, he's seriously ill in hospital, and they all blame it on me, and I don't know. I just don't know if it's worth carrying on sometimes.
Yeah, that's very interesting. Yeah. So, what's your school like anyway?
All the kids hate me. They make fun of me. They call me Grandad.
I mean, things might seem bad, but look, you've got a lovely, beautiful day like this. How can you complain when you've got a day like this, a day like today?
Yeah. Shit. Fat load of good days. I don't know. I've just got to know. Sorry, I can't do this. Just got to
Nuts to this. Look, let's go. Today, I have with me Davey, and Davey's going to tell us a little bit about the giant cigarette. Davey, where does the giant cigarette originate from?
Well, I have a theory that it's been left there by giant hippies a long time ago, about 100 years ago now. They used to roam around that land there and just smoke giant cigarettes. Probably it wasn't giant for them because obviously they were giant too. And just generally have a bit of a bath in the water and just lay on the bank having a cigarette. And they just left it there, I reckon. Yeah.
Oh, thanks very much, Davey.
Okay.
There we go. Another fascinating insight into the life in cows.
Cows. Population 17,200. Notable yacht. Northward! Crying out loud!
Oh,
You're
yeah,
watching
well
the Concrete Channel.
Booner's Sheds. Raining, like it is today. You walk into your mate's house and you think, why am I walking to my friend's house? Is it that great at my friend's house? No. So, what do you need? A car? Car costs petrol. Car costs money, tax, insurance. Sheds, however, no insurance involved. What do you need? A shed. Bring your old shed to me and I'll give you £100 off one of my brand new flying sheds. Sheds transport you magically within a 5-mile radius to your mate's shed. Who needs legs when you got a Booner's Shed?
Booner's Sheds, satisfaction guaranteed. See your local stockist for details. Who needs legs when you've got
Booner Sheds!
Terms and conditions may apply. Your children may be at risk if you fail to keep up repayments on the shed or any other substances purchased from the defendant. Hey, look at this. It's rubbish. You wouldn't buy this. But put it in box. It's beautiful. You can put anything in box. What are these? They look okay. But in box. Even rubbish looks like art in box. I call this piece Golden Jellyfish Sex. Witness the beauty of box. Buy box.
Only $19.99.
Brought to you by
Tick Box Company. Hi.
This is the Concrete Channel News, bringing you regular updates of the news with Roger McVitie.
Are you ready for some news? Hello, I'm Roger McVitie and this is the news. Tonight, local vet in bungled bovine bomb disaster. Here's our man on the street, Bruce Dingerwazzle, with a special report.
Concrete Channel News. We come here at the scene of a horrific accident where a cow earlier exploded.
Thank you, Bruce. There was panic today at Island Plastics when a cow exploded, causing extensive damage and seriously injuring local vet and explosives expert Frank Howard. The authorities were alerted to the danger when they received this anonymous tip-off.
You don't know me, right? But there's a cow at Island Plastics. Before you start laughing, this is no ordinary cow. It is a bovine bomb set to explode. You've got 1 hour, guys.
A massive police operation was launched to try to shoo the animal away from the site, but eventually the mooing menace exploded in a desperate attempt to defuse the beast. I have here in the studio with me tonight Dr. David Cranium, BSE. So Dave, what's going on?
Well, Roger, although cows do explode from time to time, these cases are small, natural eruptions. This is a very large explosion, which leads us to believe the cow has been tampered with in some way.
Cow tampering?
Yes, I have devised a method by which this may have been achieved. The major advantage of cows as incendiary devices is their capacity to store methane. The animal was probably fed a high-gas diet for several days, and an anal plug here causes a massive buildup of methane in all 4 stomachs, but especially the large intestine. It is in here that we believe the detonator was installed. The unfortunate vet tried to remove the device and bang!
So, Dr. Cranium, do you believe this incident may be just a small part in a wider plan masterminded by a criminal genius intent upon the subjugation of the entire free world?
No, I don't think so, Roger.
Police have issued us with this statement. It says that although they believe this to be an isolated incident, members of the public are being urged to report any suspicious or unattended cows in your homes, your places of work, in any built-up area. So, keep an eye out. And finally, ports and airports all across the country are being forced to reduce their staff of customs officers due to cutbacks. So, that's good news for the summer. You've been watching the Concrete Channel News with me, Roger McVitie.
Place Road in Cowes. May wonder why it's called Place Road. Well, again, there's a very, very good reason for that. There's a place road, there's a place, there's just a place here. This place here is famous for two things. This round house here in Cowes. Before, I mean, people invented the round, obviously ages ago, but nobody ever thought of the square. Nobody invented the square yet. So this is an early system of housing. They used to have round houses. Obviously it didn't take off. Somebody had to invent the square pretty quickly, and that's how you get the house that we've got along here. The other famous reason, of course, for why this place is famous is this. People drive from miles around just to drive past the place. And while they're driving past the place, or walking past the place, they get confused by these road markings. They come from miles around to try and figure it out. Over here we have Park Road, just a little while down the road here. Park Road is where people come specifically to park. It is literally Park Road. There's a man parking there. It's just they come down, there's plenty of space. Come and park, no problem at all. As you stroll on down, we've got a very interesting thing here. This is a Booner's Sheds idea that they've come up with here. It's basically a walk-in shed. This is a public sheds are sprouting up all over the place. You come in here, it's a public shed, and there you go, they're sprouting off. Keep your eye on that company, they're going places. Here we go, a traffic island. People have been marooned on traffic islands for years now. Luckily there's nobody on there today, but people can get stuck there for, you know, they send out messages in bottles, but nobody picks them up because there's nowhere for them to go. Here we go, straight down the bus stops. Now Cowes is infamous for bus stops. You can turn your back 1 minute, turn around again, there's a bus stop sprouted out. Nobody knows where they come from, who's planting them. They're, you know, they're a bit dodgy. Maybe it's a conspiracy, you know. Maybe the government know about it, but they're not telling us, you know. Nobody knows. But there's always a bench. Benches are involved somehow. You've got to watch out for your benches. They'll come here, they're damp benches. People will be sitting on the benches for days sometimes. They just drag you in, keep you there. You go down there with the bins. Sorry, they're bright red bins. Bright red bins cannot be stolen. You can't steal a bright red bin. Genius, Cowes, genius. And here we are. This is what it's come to now. The rain, the weather warnings have got so bad that it's come to people sleeping in their front gardens in boats. You never know. Fields. Fields as far as the eye can see. Where do they come from? Well, it's a very interesting story about cows. Except this is a special feature today. We've come out of Cowes just for this special feature. We've come to a place called Gaterell, just outside Cowes, for this hot scoop. We're on a border of houses and fields. This is where the fields end and the houses start. And I will have with me here today Chris Konchofskin, aka John Porridge, who's going to be telling us a little bit about these fields here. Chris, or John, where do these fields come from?
Call me John.
John?
John. This field was once upon a great time there were houses, the eye can see.
Houses,
discotheques and houses. Then the government
has something to do with this.
The government took the houses away.
This is an exclusive.
Government took the houses away. Conspiracy took the houses away. Green on the floor. They took my discotheque away.
Your discotheque was just down. I take it down in the valley there somewhere.
Took my livelihood away.
Right, and they
my friends, all of my friends are here.
Okay, thank you very much. And what else did they have in before this was all fields? What was there?
Chemists.
Chemists have been taken away.
There was a boots. They had chemists and discotheques.
Okay, try and keep it together. Come on, it's alright. It's only a field.
It's now only a field.
It's only a field.
It's only a field now.
I see there are still pockets of houses left here. People still hanging on to their property before the government come in and their radical new de-housing campaign. Just pockets of houses. Was there a rubbish dump here as well somewhere? Where was the rubbish dump? Just there? And I take it the streets would have had homeless on them as well. Drugs,
homeless
housing
people,
problem, crime.
Homeless with crime, police stations.
Prostitutes as well, I suppose, and that's all gone and there's now fields here. And that was the government's idea.
Yes.
There you go. Fascinating life in Cowes. I'm not authorised. Excuse me, what are you doing?
I'm counting the blades of grass in the garden.
You just go around, do you? Right.
Yeah, well, I've got this theory, and I'm trying to work it out. That I'm just trying to find out the different numbers of blades of grass in different areas around cows.
Nice,
So
nice.
an average.
So yeah, what have you got an idea yet? What sort of average number might be?
Well, no, I've just started at the moment. But
Right.
I think maybe 47 million.
47 million blades of grass. That's very interesting. So why do you count? I mean, have you counted your grass yet at your house?
Not yet, no.
Oh, do you want to go there and do it now?
Yeah, go for
we
it.
can use my booty shed.
Excellent.
Come on. So you can't register, is this your first one then? Or?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's all going alright then. Nothing. Right, yeah. So this is your lawn then, is it?
This is, yeah. I'm just about to start counting it. I haven't actually done it quite yet.
Right, have you, how far have you got then?
Sort of here.
You're up to
Just
about
done
there?
this bit, yeah.
About there. Right, well, do you want to go inside and chat about it?
Yeah,
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Oh, nice one, thanks, cheers. So, I suppose you can tell stuff about a lot of stuff about people then, and the grass and their,
Yeah. I get it.
Open the door, Hannah. We'll film it.
Now as well.
Yeah.
Hello. Hannah. Have you got the wrong number? Okay. Alright then. Bye. No.
Carry on.
So you can tell a lot about somebody by the amount of grass they've got in their garden then?
Yeah. It's usually about how much they spend their money. You know, if you've got big
Right,
plot of land,
yeah.
lots of grass,
Yeah.
quite wealthy.
I suppose like the more grass there is, the longer it'll take you to count it as well. Oh, by the way, do you like my new shoes?
They're new.
Yeah.
Off the table.
Why is that then?
Very much.
Oh, is it? New shoes on the
So's
table?
this.
Two spoons
Yes.
as well in there? Oh no. Oh well. Well, thanks very much for telling me about the grass then. Okay, do you want to come and see me off to my shed again? Thanks, lovely. So all this green stuff here is grass.
Yeah.
Look out! Oh no!
Oh no! Sorry, my foot came over the fence.
Oh, where's it gone? Oh, there it is. Oh no!
Mr. Rick, we're ready for you now.
Oh yeah, alright.
Hiya. Okay, Mr. Rick?
Yeah, that's right.
Yep, and tea?
No, it's coffee this time, please, if that's alright.
Yeah, that's okay.
Thanks.
Okay. Do you take sugar?
Can I have 2, please?
2.
Yeah, 2 sugars.
2 sugars. Okay. Milk?
Yes, please, yeah.
Milk? Butter.
Thank you, thanks. You know, I've been trying.
That's good. Okay.
Excellent.
There you go.
Thanks very much.
Come again.
Cheers, I will. Bye-bye. Cow Lane in Cowes. You may wonder why it's called Cow Lane. Well, there is absolutely no good reason for that at all. Nothing. Have a look down there. There's nothing associated with cows. Nobody's ever bought their cows here. No reason for it at all. But there is one very interesting thing, but it's the sign. This sign was bought here before white was invented. That's why it's got that orangey tint. And then if you come down over here, you can see as the sign's developed, you can see how they bought a white sign down here. Another very interesting thing is what's over here now. Jesus!
Concrete channels. Hello, my name's Boona, and I'm here to tell you about the plight of the young, poor children, unable to get to school, unable to go to their shop, unable to go out with their friends to the park and drink cider. What we need from you is a charitable donation, which will buy my sheds for the children of South London. All we need is £50. £50 of your money can buy half a shed. Just think, next time you're splashing out on chocolates and sweets, as poor children unable to get to the shop, remember, Boona Sheds.
Boona Sheds. Boona Sheds.
Boona Sheds. Think of the children. Remember, Boona Sheds.
Yeah, I know. Jim Bobbin. Bet you have small feet.
Thought it'd be a bit scary in this as it's Halloween and all that.
Yeah, I know. Full moon and everything, but you know.
Want a bit of fear, lads? Bit of fear, special promotion, just right. 6 hours and all.
So,
Oh, very spooky stuff. One squirt. Oh, puts the willies right up ya.
I don't know. Well, we need a bit of action, I suppose.
Yeah.
Nothing else is happening tonight, is it?
No.
How much then, mate?
That's £3 a go, that is.
Oh, I don't know. I'll do 2 for £5, mate.
Oh.
That makes sense.
Right.
Yeah. Go on, couple of sprays, mate.
There you go. Fear. Just what you need.